Amigos de Metro, nos encontramos ante una leyenda con quien tuve el placer de hablar largo y tendido sobre su trayectoria y hasta de janguear con él durante el Puerto Rico Film Festival. El actor con quien todos han trabajado, o decimos artistas grandes, pero más grande eres tú, es él porque ha trabajado con todos ellos. Así que Luis Guzmán, gracias. Thank you for giving me the time to talk to you about this incredible, awesome project, Story Avenue, officially. I remember that during the festival, you couldn't talk about much about it for because of the strike, the actor strike. So, first, let me start by asking you, how was your time in Puerto Rico when you came, and when are you planning to come back?
Well, I had a wonderful time. I always have a great time when I go to Mila. The film festival was wonderful. I think it, like I said, everybody really loved Story Avenue. I was so proud of it. And more than anything, I was so proud that I could show that film to our people there, because I believe that our island is just full of so much talent and stuff. And given the opportunity and the support, we can further make more movies, of this stature. Y I don't know when I'm going to go back, but I tell you what, when it gets cold here, I'm heading over there. Lo más seguro.
Te esperamos con los brazos abiertos, como siempre. Thank you for that. Podemos ir de español a inglés como tú te sientas más cómodo. Um, Tell me about Story Avenue, because the last time we talked, we focused on your career. So what is it about, and why do you think people should run to the theaters this weekend to see it?
Well, first of all, it's a story about having faith and healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's about growth. It's about how people deal with their pain.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your typical urban kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is not bang bang, shoot 'em up, and but this is about people that try to help each other
Mm-hmm.
through their emotional pain. I believe, I know that Story Avenue was beautifully written and directed by Aristotle Torres. Asante,
Mm-hmm.
Was amazing as Kadir. He put his all into it. I'm proud to have had the opportunity to work with him because, again, this is a really special story. This is about a young man that's trying to find his way, and things ain't going well for him. And for a lot of young people, when things ain't going well at home, they try to find that family outside the home. And sometimes those families that you find outside the home, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, are not the best influences, And he finds me, and we know how he finds me. I don't want to give the story away, but I challenge him.
Okay.
I say, do what you're gonna do, kid.
Yep.
And then, like I said, I take him on, but I take him on in the way that's totally unexpected. I become his mentor, and I just want to nurture this kid because in my own right, I have my own pain and my own suffering that I'm going through. And he helps me with that.
Okay. So, does your character Luis looks like someone you know? Is he like someone close to you? Because you told me during the conversation that your beginnings were as a social worker working with young people specifically. So, did you use your knowledge, your experience as a social worker to create your character?
Yeah, somewhat. I think that because of the way the story is, it allowed me the opportunity to use some of those skills. Because my job as a social worker back then was nurturing young people and having them take charge of their lives, and in this situation, I was trying to help this young man take charge of his life too, and and just guide him the right way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, listen, I was a social worker for a few years in New York City at Henry Street Settlement. And best job I ever had, because I was helping people to help themselves.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the best job you had, how rewarding, as from a producer standpoint, how rewarding it is to work on a film that has so many powerful messages, many powerful themes, and that has been so well received by the critics and by the public.
Wow, listen, I'm over the moon because we have gotten from very good to great reviews on this film. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of the whole team that came together to make this movie happen. I'm proud of Aristotle Torres for writing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm extremely proud of my cast. You know, I'm proud of one of our producing partners, Mero, Martin Cabrera, Robert Aguilar, and to my son, Luis Guzman, who helped me to executive produce this movie. And listen, man, the crew. You know, this is a little movie. You know, they were like the only luxury that we had was showing up every day. You know, we didn't have trailers, we didn't have big time caterers. We did with what we had, and in knowing that, and knowing the kind of movie that we came out with, man, I couldn't have been prouder of everyone involved. You know, and I just want to thank all the critics out there, you know, for really seeing this movie for what it is.
Exactly.
You know, because, you know, I didn't do this movie to compete with other stories and stuff. This movie stands alone, you know, and it's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's painful. It's happy.
Yeah.
It's courage. You know, it's taking on the challenges. You know, and kind of coming away with like all the lessons, man. Because there's so many lessons in this story.
Yeah.
And one of those lessons is don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. You know? And if somebody's mentoring you and somebody takes you in, you know, please understand that those are opportunities that sometimes don't come along all the time for people.
When you read the script, when you had the script in your hands, did your character Luis have all this Puerto Rican flavor? Because from the music, that there's just this beautiful sequence where you are cooking. Like I think it's carne guisada. I saw some rice there,
Carne
some
guisada,
amarillos,
pasteles, arroz con
pasteles.
maíz,
So,
chacho.
¿cómo fue eso? Was that on the script, or you just added
No,
it
that
to
was
give it
totally
that
in the
flavor?
script.
Oh, really? By
That
Aristotle?
was totally in the script because, you know, fíjate que I'm there to take care of this young man. ¿Sabe? You know the story. You know that I actually had lost my son, and he kind of filled the void for me. And I always loved cooking for my son. I always loved encouraging him to do stuff, you know. And this young man was helping me through my own grief and through my own pain, just like I was helping him through his own grief and his own pain. And like, you know, ¿qué boricua no cocina? Por favor. ¿Qué boricua no le gusta estar en la cocina cocinando, compartiendo? That's what I did. You know, that for me was huge because that's who we are, man. We share, you know, we take care of each other.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scene. So when we spoke last month, I remember that you mentioned that you had faced so many obstacles to achieving distribution agreements for this film, especially with streaming platforms. So now what has happened from that time till today, 1 month ago? At least it is premiering now in Puerto Rico soon. So what is going on?
We're dealing with a company called Kino Labor.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out today that we got expanded to 5 more cities. You know, hey man,
Awesome.
it's a blessing,
Awesome,
you
man.
know.
Buenísimo.
And hopefully we'll be expanding to more. You know, this is an important movie. It's
Yeah.
an important movie because, coño, man, it's like, you know, we need to show more type of these stories, you know.
Yep.
And it goes to show, like, you know, studios didn't even support us, you know. The big, you know, it's like, oh, your film is too small for us, you know. But they missed it. They missed it. They missed because this movie has an incredible heart. And when you have a movie with this kind of heart, man, it's like, you know, no, we didn't miss it. You know, we did it. You know, like I said, the reviews show different than what, you know, some of these other people think. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of what we're putting out there for people to see. You know, people will love this movie not because it's Luis Guzman, not because it's Asante Black, Aristotle Torres. They'll love this because it's a beautiful story, man. You could learn something from this. You know, we lose so many young people every day.
Yeah.
We lose
Right.
so many young people every day, you know, to violence and stuff like that. And this movie just shows that, you know, if you have faith, you know, there's hope. There's hope for you, you know, and you know, sometimes you got to go through the pain, you know, to come out on top. And like I said, I'm proud, brother. You saw the movie, man.
Yeah.
You know.
It is a beautiful movie, and there's a lot of messages, hope, redemption, forgiveness. There's so many things that you can take from this film. But if you have to, y te lo voy a decir en español, si tuvieses que decirle a la gente, o sea, por qué la gente tiene que salir este fin de semana o cuando estrene la película en Puerto Rico a la calle, a llevarse toda su familia a ver esta hermosa película, y qué tú quieres que por lo menos una cosa se lleven de esta cinta.
Que el poder que uno tiene en su corazón puede ser la diferencia en la vida de otro.
Plain and simple, powerful words. So, Luis, oye, desde tu casa acá en Puerto Rico, un abrazote, mi boricua favorito en Hollywood. También te felicito por la película que hiciste con Adam Sandler, que está en Netflix ahora, buenísima también, me divertí mucho. Pero Story Avenue, gente de Metro Puerto Rico y toda la isla, vayan a verla. Gracias, Luis, te queremos y nada, te espero por acá pronto.